My name is Roy Turnham. I am captain of the England blind football team, and I've been involved in delivering multi-sports, particularly at a grassroots level, for many years now. It's a real passion of mine alongside playing sport. I grew up with my eye condition, so I was blind from birth, and have family members who have been through and are going through the same thing. So naturally had role models and people to learn off in a real positive way. Sport was never not a part of my life. I remember my dad showing me how to hold a cricket bat and playing cricket with a ball with a sound in it. So at home, it felt very normal and very natural to be involved in sport. And in mainstream education, it was then that I started to realise, that there were challenges in terms of being included equally in sport. And there wasn't really a setup for blind football when I was growing up. So blind football was relatively new to the UK at that point. And as often happens with disability sport, you have a team, a national team, before you have local clubs. So I started going to athletic sessions. I went to an athletic session that was specifically for athletes with disabilities. I got involved with the UK Athletics Development Squad. So I went to a trials, the British ones, and I didn't really expect to be picked, but I did get picked, and it kind of was a springboard for my sort of regular involvement in athletics, which was then a springboard for me doing well in blind football as well. I was very fortunate then that I started to have coaching and good feedback from coaches who understood, who had lots of experience of working with visually impaired people, so understood how to describe these things. And that's really what kind of turned me on to the idea of wanting to bring this kind of elite experience to grassroots level. I run a community interest company which I set up last year called Vision Through Action. So I'd really like to grow and sustain the multi-sports opportunities we provide for children and adults. A lot of people have a very low expectation of what somebody can achieve with a disability, whether that's sight loss or whether that's another disability. And I think sport, for instance, is a massive example, a real positive example of what can be achieved. When you get somebody to a session and you show them what is possible in a sporting sense, they start asking questions. Okay, so now I know that I can hit a tennis ball with a sound in it, and I can play sport, or I can, still dribble a football, I can still kick a football. What other things can I do? Sport is important to me in so many different ways. That physical confidence, the health benefits, the feeling of being a part of something is so important. And to anyone with a disability, there's a lot more out there than you may think.